Welcome to the Greg's Review Show today. Today we're going to talk about a very important video again about romance scammers on the internet. We got to be very careful who we deal with out here and be very careful what apps we inherit and everything. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Please help support our YouTube channel, The Greg's Review Show, at Cash App, GREC, $ mantrap. Thumbs up, like and share this video. We're going to get right back into it. And Laura said the same. I'll be right back and talk about this video.
Their connection unfolds after Mike receives an unexpected text from Mary, who confesses to mistaking his number for someone else's. Little did he know that this seemingly insignificant encounter would pave the way to an online relationship. A turning point arises as Mike anticipates a substantial sum of money coming his way and contemplates sharing his newfound wealth with his beloved Mary. However, before taking this step, he seeks our assistance to confirm she is who she claims to be. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I grew up in a very religious family, so it was real strict. Grew up with my grandparents. I never wanted to be looked upon as somebody like a loser. I always kind of wanted to be a little bit better than that. Nobody could feel sorry for me or anything like that. So it was a standard that I tried to hold, that I held for myself. I'm the kind of guy that I work, man. I work every day. I put in 10 to 12 hours a day. I try to enjoy what I do. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm out by 5. I work from 5 because I like driving during the day versus night. I work from 5 to 5, sometimes 5 to 6, 12 hours, 7 days a week. The last relationship I was in it for quite some time, over 10 years. And this one person was actually sort of mean to me, a narcissist, sort of a sociopath, controlled me, abused me physically as well as verbally. But I kind of felt that the relationship was over because I was being put out of my own home. But I needed somebody that I needed to reach out to. I really did, because I felt like I wanted to strength. And a lot of that I had to keep within me. It could be anything. TV, it could be another woman around us. The woman could look a certain way. She would start in on me. I know you were looking at her. I know this. I know that. I know, I always had to defend myself. Even before a situation would come up, she would create a situation. So I always had to be on the fence with myself, which I did not like. It made me feel very uncomfortable because I felt like I was always better than that. And I didn't need to be in a situation like that. I was at the tail end of that relationship, and this person came in out of nowhere through my texting.
Are undocumented immigrants that are the least likely to commit a crime?
As San Francisco's DA, Kamala Harris let criminal illegal aliens walk. One MS-13 gang member killed a man and his 2 sons. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to, I strongly encourage...
I liked the photo. So I replied and I asked, I said, well, who is this? And she thought I was somebody else, and I wasn't. And that's how we started the conversation. She told me her name was Mary. She was very comforting, very supportive. She's younger. She was 32. She's beautiful. She's light-skinned. Long hair, like a brown color. She's beautiful, man. She's a beautiful woman. Puerto Rican, beautiful hair, beautiful skin, beautiful pictures.
In the midst of Mike's relationship, he received a random text from a person that would help him through his rough relationship and change his life.
I was honest with her. I told her I was in an unhappy relationship. We sleep in separate rooms. We have no interlinkings. We have nothing. We were just in something and I needed to get out. And so she was comforting with that. She was like, listen, just when she comes at you or argues at you, don't say anything. I was still in that home when we started talking. We were sleeping in separate rooms. And I was talking to this person every day, comforting to me because I was lonely. I was unhappy. And she was just the perfect person to talk to at that time. The advice that you would give me is to be quiet. Don't be in a fighting mood with her because you're going to be leaving out of there. So while you're there, just go in your room, be quiet, and try to be to yourself. Very supportive. Her astrology sign and my astrology sign are probably the one most compatible. So I'm coming into a lot of money. Very, very large sum of money. Mary knows this. This is going to happen, I say, within days. And I want to share that with Mary.
Mike is receiving a large amount of money from a settlement suit. He even plans on sharing a portion of it with Mary. This would help her get home and get rid of all the debt he has from sending her money every day.
It's coming back to kind of bite me a little bit because I have taxes and we sent through Cash App and Bitcoin. And so now you have to be accountable for that. Thank God I'm getting what I'm getting because I pay all my everything off. I'll be able to pay everything off. The blessing that I'm getting. I knew eventually it would come through. So I knew if she was with me, I would be able to take care of her and still be able to take care of her. She even sent me some documents to say I'm her fiance. So I gave up my information. It was a document that was told to me that we had to submit to show that I was her fiance. I have told my family about Mary. Yes. I told them that I'm in love with this person. It doesn't affect anything.
All right, so next steps. So we'll get the information from you, and then we'll follow up with you in 1 week with all the answers, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
After a few days, Virginia and Bree sat down to find out who the real woman was in these photos. If we could figure out that, we could bring an end to this mess.
So, Mike needs our help verifying his online girlfriend's identity.
Okay.
I've been talking to her for a few years now,
Mm-hmm.
and he sends her money every day.
Did he send any photos or information?
Yeah, I actually have a picture of her that maybe we can run a reverse image search on.
Okay.
Check this out. Wow, look at all these profiles of her. This is a lot.
Wow.
It's going to be pretty difficult to sift through all these different profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look what I found. An article that says cyber criminals target military online to set up imposter romance scams.
And it has her Instagram handle right here.
Yeah. Let's look her up.
Yeah. It looks like that page might have been deactivated.
Yeah, but look, there's so many fake profiles of her.
I know, but none of her official page, huh? I found a picture of her and what looks like to be maybe her boyfriend or husband or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe we just run a reverse image search on him.
Okay.
Go through his friends list and see if we can find her.
Okay.
I found his Facebook profile. It looks like he's tagged her in a picture. And I was able to find her Instagram profile using that same name. Look at this.
No wonder we can't find her.
Different last name. They're married now.
Gotcha, that's where we can find her right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we know that Mike's girlfriend is complete fake. Now I'm wondering where his money's going to.
So I have his number up here where he's been sending money, and I can run a search and see where the funds led to.
And how does this Bitcoin tracking work?
So depending on how much he sent, I'll follow the funds. Most likely it'll end in an exchange where these scammers are exchanging out the funds and cashing out the money. So check it out. It looks like his funds moved twice and then they went to this exchange.
I recognize that exchange.
Yeah.
Sadly, Mike has not only been talking to a fake profile using someone else's images, but he's been sending money to a popular exchange that we often see in romance scams.
I think the light at the end of the tunnel is that he gets clarity and now he can move on from his scammer.
When we got the farmer's dog, we did the first feeding and he got so excited.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate it more important than letting her know where you are.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, so I mean, to kind of go back, Mike, like I said, there's just no way she could be deployed in Afghanistan because we pulled troops out in 2021. What are you thinking with that information?
I knew that. It brought. I'm just telling her. Okay, she'll understand. Okay. It brought doubts. It brought doubts to me.
Isn't that the reason why you sent all every time you sent her money because of that, right?
No, I send her money because of what we have. I don't send it to her because of that. I send it to her because that's what I want to do. That's why I send her money.
We took a look at your chats, and one thing that really stood out, Mike, is like every time you guys chatted, you would like literally pour your heart out to her, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But her responses were very vague. It was just like, "Okay, baby, thanks, honey." Just very, very vague responses. She never responded back, and it was just really about money.
Okay.
Was that a red flag to you? I mean, as you guys were chatting, I mean, was that frustrating to just be giving somebody your heart and then not hearing anything back from them?
Because we've talked so much, I began to just trust that.
But Mike, she's sending you 3 letters every single time.
I know all that.
So let's get into the rest. So you send money through Cash App every single time?
I send her the Cash App. She used the Bitcoin.
So the wallet you gave us actually had money deposited 2 days ago.
I sent her money.
Okay, and that was cryptocurrency. And so there were 153 transactions that went in there, and all those transactions ended up in a Binance wallet, and they also ended up in a Wazirix wallet.
I know the amounts that I've sent her.
So Wazirix is an Indian cryptocurrency exchange.
Okay.
So if you're not in India, there really is no reason for you to use an Indian cryptocurrency exchange.
So what you're saying is that she is in India?
Either she's in India or the person she's sending money to wash the money is in India.
Okay.
Our team, we ran a reverse image search, and we were able to locate the real person in these images.
Okay.
And her name's not Mary.
Okay.
Her name is Sherry, and she's happily married, and she's also lives in Missouri. She's not in Afghanistan. She's not deployed on a peacekeeping mission.
Is she the person on the picture?
She's the person in the pictures.
She's married?
She's married. But she hasn't been talking to you.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to bring the real woman in these images onto the call with us, okay?
Okay.
You're going to be able to speak to her face to face.
Hey.
Mike was so deep in love with Mary, We knew we had to get the real woman in front of him to get him to fully come to terms. He was about to come face to face with the woman he thought he was in a relationship with for nearly 3 years.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not doing too good. I'm
No.
not doing. No, I'm not doing too good at all.
So Sherry, we just revealed to Mike that he's not talking to you, and so we wanted to bring you on so that you could talk to him and explain your situation, because this is not the first time this is happening.
I'm just looking at Sherry and oh wow, Sherry.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, honestly, because unfortunately, you're not the first person that I've found out about this. But it's sad. Honestly, it's sad to see innocent and good people getting scammed. You know, there's just bad people out there, and I hate to see that, affecting people like yourself. And so it's heartbreaking to see that side of it.
With Sherry, I'm glad I'm getting a chance to see you. I understand. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Big dental bills can often come as a shock, but there's an affordable solution. Dental insurance.
And it's over, you guys. It's over. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, I think that's probably best just for yourself and for,
Yeah. We ran some searches on your profiles. You have thousands of them all over the internet. How is it dealing with this on a day-to-day basis?
It kind of goes back and forth. I get a lot of messages from people usually either on one side of the spectrum that are, hey, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Just so you know, these profiles are out there. And of course, I'm aware of those.
It was surreal.
I'm a pretty strong person. I've been duped. Let's put it that way. It's only money to me. I've been duped, and I hope that the karma that's about to come to these people, because it will come. I'm a very spiritual person, and what's happened to me, I gave from the bottom of my heart every day, thinking that this was something that we're going to build on.
I really hope that, things get better for you. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this.
It's okay.
I'm glad that, I was able to be here and give you some closure, hopefully, and help you move on. There's good people out there, and, don't stop crying, and it's going to get better. And I really do the best.
You take care of yourself. You're always look, you take care of yourself. You guys just did for me. You guys don't know what you just did for me. You guys just completed my world. You did something for me. I really thank you guys, because I know now. I've been hacked, and it's okay. I can move on.